Now the next one is dual regulated power supply. The function of this power supply is to give you a regulated DC power supply. Here you will find a plug here connected. Here you will find a plug connected here that is going to your dual regulated power supply. You will connect this supply, you will connect this plug pin to any AC power supply. So let me connect this. So after connecting the input of this, dual regulator power supply to the AC input, now this power supply will convert that AC into DC, and here it is written that it's a dual regulated power supply. It means it has two power supplies separately. If you look at this total power supply, you can make into two parts. That is exactly in between this you can divide this, and this part is first power supply and this part is second power supply. Now here if you see, there are two displays. One display is voltage, other display is current. Next, and if you see this side, you have some knobs are there which are used to change the voltages and which are used to change the currents. Now if you look at this properly, that here on the first knob it is written current adjust. So it means by rotating this knob like this, you can adjust the load current. It means you can restrict the load current here by setting this. Next, and below this you have two more knobs. It is written it is voltage source and it is written it is voltage fine. These two knobs are used to change the voltage. They are used to change the voltage. So after this, if you come here, you have two terminals. One is red and above that it is written plus, other is black and above that it is written minus, and above this it is written it is channel number 1. Next, the same image is here, the same three knobs and the two terminals, and there is one more thing I forgot here, that is there is a channel here, channel 1, channel 2. So this selector switch is for this display and this selector switch is for this supply. For example, you set this selector switch as channel number 1, then this display will give you the voltage of channel number 1. Or if you set this to channel number 2, then this display will give you the voltage of channel number 2. Here is completely it is called channel number 1 and it is called channel number 2. So likewise here also you have one more selector switch that is used, that is for this current display. So when you put this channel number 1, then sometimes it will show you the current of channel number 1. When you set this to channel number 2, it will give you the current of your channel number 2. Other than this, you will find a switch here. It is for on and off. Now I connected this power supply to the single phase. I connected this device to a single phase power supply. As soon as I switch on this, then you will find the display on this. So as soon as you switch on this, then there is an indicator here. Now it is red. When it is off, it is off. When it is on, it is now glowing. So as soon as you switch on this, make sure that this lamp is glowing or not. If it is glowing, then you think that power supply has come to your device and it is ready to give you the power. So this is on off switch. Now let me switch off this. Now if you see this object, on this object it is written 0 to 30 volts bar 1 ampere bar 2 ampere. The meaning of this is this power supply and especially this channel, the first channel, it can give up to 30 volts. That is, you can change the voltage, output voltage, that is from 0 to 30 volts DC, and this channel will give a maximum of up to 2 ampere. So you can say that the first channel will give you up to 30 volts and it will just give you a load current of maximum 2 ampere. Next, likewise, if you see the second channel, in this second channel also it is written 0 to 30 volts bar 1 ampere bar 2 ampere. So this also will do the same thing, that it can give up to 30 volts and it can give up to 2 ampere. Other than this, apart from this, you have two indications on this RPS. So what is the function of this indication? The function of this indication is, whenever because of any fault in the load side, says that is short circuit fault or some other kind of fault, because of this, if the load is drawing very huge amount of current, or if it is drawing very huge amount of current, then this indication will glow and it will give a sound. So as soon as it gives a sound, then make sure that there is a fault occurred in the load side. So whenever you see these indications are glowing, then you switch off the supply. After switching off the supply, you just find out the fault and recover from the fault, and once again you start doing the experiment.